Hitman World of Assassination has a big focus on stealth and strategy. You will take on the role of Agent 47, a highly skilled assassin, and you'll be tasked with taking out multiple high-profile targets in many different locations around the world. And each location will provide a very unique atmosphere. This could be a bustling city to a remote exotic location, making the gameplay feel quite diverse. One of the coolest aspects is the sandbox nature. Each mission will have multiple ways to achieve your goal. Whether you prefer a more silent strategic approach or a more direct method, the choice is completely yours. Now for the main gameplay, there's a big focus on planning, execution, and improvisation. So if you enjoy stealth, strategy, and creative problem solving, this game might be for you. Now the game is not perfect and there are several issues that we'll be getting into later. But whenever you start a mission, you'll be giving a briefing about your target and the location. You can then choose your equipment. This could be weapons, disguises, and gadgets. For example, you might start with very basic tools like a silenced pistol and fiber wire. But as you progress throughout the game, you will unlock more advanced gear. This could be remote explosives and various types of poisons. So in a typical mission, you might begin by exploring the environment to gather more information. For instance, you might overhear a conversation that would give you a clue about a target's routine, or find a security room where you can disable all the cameras. And this will encourage a lot of blending in with the crowd. You'll need to disguise yourself and set up elaborate traps. So a mission might go like this. You start by infiltrating a mansion during a party, where you'll be disguised as a waiter. You will then poison the target's drink, which would cause them to go to a private area, where you could then eliminate them without anyone seeing. Alternatively, you could try and tamper with a chandelier, causing it to fall and create an accident that would eliminate your target. Furthermore, the game's mechanics will evolve as you progress. So early on, you rely on basic stealth and simple traps, but in the later missions, we'll introduce more complex scenarios. This could be multiple targets or objectives that require intricate planning, and the most important mechanics will be the use of disguises to blend in, the importance of exploring environments to find tools and opportunities, and the strategic use of various assassination methods, and the different ways of getting rid of your target. And all of these things lead to one thing: great gameplay and a really high replayability, as every mission will have multiple ways to achieve your goal, which will encourage you to try different approaches and discover new strategies. And this brings me to my next point: the progression. And the progression will evolve as you advance throughout the game. In the early stages, you'll have very simple missions that will help you get a feel for the mechanics. These initial missions will have straightforward objectives and basic tools, but as you move forward, the missions will become more complex, requiring advanced strategies and a deeper understanding of the game's systems. Furthermore, as you complete missions, you will earn experience points and unlock new equipment, disguises, and starting locations, which allows you to approach future missions with even more options and creativity. For example, you might unlock a sniper rifle for long distance, or an even more convincing disguise to access more restricted areas without suspicion. Another key feature is the storyline, and it plays a significant role in the game. And the game will follow you as you uncover a global conspiracy while you're carrying out high-profile assassinations. The narrative will be delivered through cutscenes and mission briefings, adding a lot of depth to the missions and providing context for your actions. In addition to the main storyline, the game also has a ton of side missions and challenges that add variety and further extend the replayability. And these side missions will often take place in the same locations as the main mission, or will offer different objectives and scenarios. Additionally, the maps and locations are large and detailed, offering a similar world experience with every mission. And while the game isn't fully open world, each location is very expansive and there's lots of secrets and opportunities to find. You could discover hidden entrances, useful tools, and alternative routes to your target. And therefore, exploration is a key to success. By exploring each location, you'll find new ways to approach your objective, gather intel on your target, and uncover hidden opportunities. Now, one of the things that makes the game so good is the very unique feature of the World of Assassination system, which allows you to access all the content from 3 previous Hitman games in one unified experience. This means you can play all the missions from these games seamlessly. It's like having an entire trilogy in a singular game, which offers tremendous value and depth. Another standout feature is the elusive targets mode. In this mode, you are given a limited time opportunity to eliminate a unique target. Now, this target will only appear once, and you'll only have a singular chance to take them down. So if you fail or the target escapes, you won't get another shot. This adds a really high stakes, thrilling element to the game that'll keep you on your toes and make every decision critical. Another key feature is the contracts mode, where you can create your own assassination challenges and then share them with other players. You can choose the target, the set conditions, and then define all the rules for the players to follow, which you probably guess adds a ton of creativity and replayability to the game, as you can also try other contracts made by other people, or even challenge your friends to complete your assassination. The way these systems work together makes the game a true standout in the genre, with a massive amount of content to explore and enjoy. Which brings me to the next point, the difficulty aspect. Now, the game can be quite challenging yet rewarding, and it will cater to both new players and more hardcore fans of the series. Now, the game won't hold your hand too much, as it does provide tools to learn the basics. For example, there are also various difficulty settings that allow you to adjust the game's challenge to your preference. So as a newer player, you might start on an easier mode to just get the hang of things and learn the mechanics, while the more experienced player can ramp up the difficulty a lot and really engage in intense experiences. But no matter your skill, there is one thing that plays a massive role, and that is trial and error. You will often find yourself needing to experiment with different approaches if you want to successfully eliminate your target. For instance, you might try poisoning a drink, only to realize the target never drinks from it. This would force you to rethink your strategy and try something new. So the entire process of trial and error and learning from your mistakes is a big part of what makes the game fun and engaging. So for the casual player, you can enjoy the storyline and gradually learn from that. But if you're a more hardcore player, you're gonna really enjoy the elusive targets and the contracts mode, which can be super unforgiving but also really fun. As you can probably tell, the game's visuals are stunning and creates a really immersive experience. The graphics are top-notch, with highly detailed environments and character models that really bring every location to life. This could be seen anywhere from the bustling city streets to the quiet countryside estates. Additionally, each setting is crafted quite carefully, which also helps to make the game feel more vibrant and real. The sound design and music further adds to the atmosphere. You have a very dynamic soundtrack that will ramp up the tension during critical moments and really adds a layer of excitement to the gameplay. Furthermore, there's a ton of ambient noises. This could be a crowded room chatting, the rustling of leaves, and this really helps to immerse you into the world. Furthermore, the voice acting is also excellent, where every character has a very distinct personality, which also makes the story more engaging. So with all that said, let's look at some pros and cons. The first pro is the complex and engaging missions. The missions are very well designed. There'll be multiple objectives and intricate environments that require thoughtful planning and execution. The next pro is the crazy amount of replayability. There are so many ways to complete every mission, and the game really encourages replaying the same levels to discover new strategies and hidden secrets. The game will also offer a ton of ways to approach every mission, so whether you prefer stealth, strategy, or action, there will be something for every playstyle. And the final pro is the graphics, sound, and music. The game looks amazing. It is highly detailed with very realistic characters that makes every mission feel alive. Then you further add the soundtrack and the ambient noises that adds a ton to the game's atmosphere. You really make missions feel tense. Now for the cons. The first con is the learning curve. The game can be tough for newer players, as it will require some level of strategic thinking and patience, especially compared to most other games in the genre. And the game will not hold your hand too much, which I could definitely see be frustrating for new beginners. The next con is the required patience. Now this might not be a con for you at all, but I could definitely see the game's focus on stealth and planning won't appeal to everyone, especially not if you prefer more fast-paced action, as this one will require a lot of patience and careful strategy. And the final con is the technical issues. There are occasional bugs or technical issues that could ruin the experience, but as long as your PC meets the recommended requirements, you should be fine overall. But with all that said, let's grade the game. And Hitman World of Assassination gets a massive 9 out of 10. This game is amazing in several areas, and is truly a standout title in the genre. The graphics are top-notch, creating a visually stunning environment that are full of detail. Additionally, every mission location is beautifully crafted, which makes the game feel more immersive and realistic. The sound design, which includes a very dynamic soundtrack and ambient noises, further enhances the already great atmosphere, really pulling you into the immersive world. But the atmosphere is not the only strong point. The gameplay is also great. This could be seen in the variety of ways to approach every mission, where you can replay multiple levels and each time discover something new. Furthermore, the game caters to many different playstyles. Whether you prefer a more stealthy approach, the strategic planning, or more direct action, this amount of variety, combined with the very well-designed missions, ensures that the game is fun for a very long time. However, the game is not perfect, and there is a somewhat learning curve that can be quite hard for new players. You also have a few more cons, like the occasional technical issues and the patience required for a very stealth-focused game, and might not be the best fit for you if you prefer more fast-paced action games with less focus on stealth and strategy. However, if you're a fan of stealth games, and if you enjoy complex, well-designed missions, then this is a must-buy game for you. It has stunning graphics, immersive sound, and a great amount of replayability that makes it well worth your time and money. For more amazing games, click here.